Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a first impression videos using the Crown Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and I did this Pink Cut Crease look, and I've used very vibrant pinks in it. I'm so happy with it, and I'll be showing you guys how to recreate this look, so please keep watching. Crown brush all matte eyeshadow palette, and it has a 35 colors in it and they are all matte. So this is going to be a review and a first impression at the same time. And now I'm just going to start with my face makeup. First I'm going to prime using the Professional Primer by Benefit, and this is the Matte Rescue. And I'm using a Real Techniques contour brush. Dry skin, you can just use a moisturizer before applying your foundation, but if you have oily skin like me, you use a primer for oil reduction on your skin. Next I'm going to be using the Inglot HD Perfect Foundation, and this is in the shade 77. You can use less or more depending on what coverage you like. I prefer full coverage foundation, so I like to use a bit more foundation on my skin. Now I'm going to buff the foundation using the buffer brush from Zoeva, and it's in the number 104. Next I'm using my Cover FX Cream Concealer in the shade Medium N, and I'll use a Models Prefer Airbrush Concealer to buff that under my eyes. I'm also taking this concealer around my nose because I do have a little bit of redness around my nose, and also around my mouth where there is a bit of darkness. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using my P. Louise base in the original shade in Rumor. So this eyeshadow base or primer doesn't need to be set with the powder, so you just pat it in with your brush, and this is how it sets the primer. I'll keep patting the primer until it's all set. Okay, I'm going to blend with the foundation brush just around the eyes to make sure that the concealer and the foundation are blended. Now I'm going to set under my eyes and bake at the same time, and I'm going to be using my Fit Me powder, loose powder in the shade 10, and it looks like this. It's a yellow banana shade. And for setting, I'm using a flat brush to set under my eyes. It might look a little bit scary at first, but trust me, it makes a big difference because it prevents all your concealer from forming those lines under your eyes. And to set my foundation, I'm going to be using my Studio Fix powder in NC40. and I'll use a Sigma big fluffy brush. And I'm focusing on my T-zone where I get really oily. So that's my forehead, nose, and chin. Don't forget to go around the neck as well. For bronzer and contouring, I'm using my contouring palette from Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Caramel Toffee. For the blush, I'm using the Fifth Avenue Baked Highlighter in Marbled Rose Glow. This brand you can purchase from Kmart. And the brush I'm using is from Models Prefer. It's the Airbrush brush. Now I'm going to blend my eyeshadow primer again before applying any eyeshadows. To do my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using a new eyebrow palette that I purchased from Crown Brushes as well, and it's the Crown Pro eyebrow palette. Looks like this. It has 4 shades of eyebrow powders, and it has a brush with a spoolie, and it had like stencils for your eyebrows to use to draw in your eyebrows, and it has a tweezer. So I'm just gonna use the second dark shade, which is like a dark brown shade, to shade in my eyebrows. First impression, it's really pigmented. It does have a bit of kickback in the pan, as you can see, but it's very pigmented. It goes really smooth. I didn't have any issues applying it, so yeah, it's a really good palette if you are a makeup artist, because it has all your different shades in it. Eyebrows done. Now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to be using my 35 color matte eyeshadow palette from Crown. It's a very beautiful colorful palette, and I think I'm gonna go with the pink shades today. So first color is this light bubblegum pink. I'm gonna apply that into my crease, and I'm using a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E23 brush. The color looks exactly the same as it's in the pan. The only problem is it has a little bit of kickback around it, but it's very pigmented. Applies very smooth. It builds up well, so I don't have any issues with this one. I'm just taking this shade a little bit high up towards the brow bone as well, blending upwards, and use small circular motions to blend. Next, I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is a dark hot pink color. It looks red, but it's more of a hot pink. And I'm doing this with a Morphe M506 brush, and I'll put that right into my crease. This is so pretty. The color is very vibrant. And I'm gonna go again with a fluffy brush. This is a clean fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna use this third shade of pink to blend those two shades together. I'm gonna use the matte white shade in the palette to highlight under my eyebrow bones, and I'm just using a fluffy brush from Coastal Scents. It does have fallout and it's not very pigmented. White is very hard shade to have like a really pigmented white shade. It's very hard to, but this is not very bad. Like, it highlighted under my brow bone, so it's okay. This look is all about blending. You're gonna see me blending a lot. I'm gonna do the other eye, same steps. I'm gonna take this brush and I'll dip into the matte black to intensify the outside and the crease. So when I do a cut crease look, there's a contrast between the colors. Now I'll take the other small Morphe M506 brush that I used with the hot pink, and I'll dip into that again to apply on top of the black eyeshadow. Okay, I'm gonna go with the fluffy blending again and blend those edges so there's no harsh lines between the colors. Okay, now I'm going to cut the crease, and I'm using a Models Prefer MP12 concealer brush. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and this is in the shade C4. Just dot it on my lid and do the same on the other side, and see how it's gonna create that line. And you just need to blend it with the brush. Okay, so that's the cut crease done. I might use the same matte white shade on the inside corners and then use the lighter pink next to it, just on the cut crease area. And I'm gonna use a flat brush like this, just patting. Yeah, the white shade is not very pigmented, it's a bit patchy. It's not really sticking to the concealer that I applied. It's very sheer white. I might just move to the pink, the light pink now. Okay, that's not too bad, but it still looks very patchy. See how it's not sticking properly to my eyelid? I'll spray a flat brush. This is a Urban Decay flat brush with a MAC Fix Plus, and I'll dip into my LA Color Iced pigment, and this is a silver pigment. Other eye, it looks way better. So it has a bit of texture, but that's because I applied concealer and then a powder on top, so it has that texture. but if you just go straight with your pigment, it shouldn't have this problem. But yeah, the eyeshadows, the matte eyeshadows from the Crown palette didn't work, especially the white. They didn't work on top of the concealer for the cut crease, but they work really well in the crease, and they blended really well as well. So this is the only problem I had with this palette, is the white. Okay, now I'm just going to blend the outside corners with the same Morphe M506 brush and the darker pink shade from the Crown palette, just to bring everything together. Okay, moving on to the lower lashes now. I am just gonna blend this area. For the lower lashes, I'm just gonna go first with lip liner from Morphe, and it's in the color Ginger. It's a pink eyeliner, and I'm just gonna run that on my lower lashes, just as a base for the eyeshadows to stick to. And I'm gonna pop that into my waterline as well. That's a small pencil brush from Makeup Geek, and I'll use the darker pink first just to blend this eyeliner. To further blend the lower lash line, I'm going to be using a BYS Shadow Smudge brush and the lighter pink shade from the Crown brush palette. Now I'm just going to dust off all the baking, all the powder that's under my eyes. Okay, and I'm gonna highlight my inner corners of my eyes, and for that I'll be using my highlighting palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'll be using the Starburst color, which is like a pinky shade. I'll use a Luxe pencil brush from Zoeva. It's the number 230. Today I'm using the NYX matte eyeliner in black. I'm not going to do any wing eyeliner today, just a normal eyeliner, because I'm going to be applying some false eyelashes. First, I'm going to be doing my mascara. I'm using my Benefit Roller Lashes mascara. Okay, for eyelashes, I'm going to be popping. For my eyelashes, I'm going to be putting on the Dodo lashes in the style D119. The glue I'm using today is the House of Lashes eyelash glue, and I'll be using some tweezers to apply the lashes. So to finish off the look, I'm going to be applying the same eyeliner I used as a lip liner. This is from Morphe and it's in the shade Ginger. Okay, I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer just to clean around my lip. And I'm going to be taking the little bit of blush that I used earlier just to highlight my lips. And I'll just use a fluffy brush. And this is a BYS brush, and just a bit of the blush from the 5th Avenue in the shade Rosy Glow. Just in the center of the lips. So this, guys, is the finished look for today. I have tried a new palette from Crown. It's the 35 color matte. The 35 color matte eyeshadow palette. And you can buy this from Crown brushes online. It has all your matte shades. Today I've used mostly this row here, which has all the pinks. So I've used this one, this one, this one, and the last shade here, which is the dark. I also used the black and the matte white. My thoughts on this palette: it's a really good palette if you like your colorful looks, and it's really versatile, and you can do lots of different looks with this. It also has some matte browns if you want neutral, if you want to do like a natural look. The black is very useful as well. You can use that as eyeliner or to like intensify your makeup look. I'm really looking forward to using all the other colors in a separate video. So yeah, I'm really happy with this palette. For the price, it's really good, and it's very pigmented. The only issue I had today is with the matte white shade. It's very hard with the matte white. It's a hit or miss. You can get really good matte shades, or sometimes it's not very good, but for the price tag it's a very good palette. So yeah, I'm really happy with the look I created today. It's very fun and it's very colorful. I've never done this look on myself before, so it's I'm so happy with it. It looks really nice, very vibrant and colorful, very appropriate for summer. Yeah, and it's very easy as well. The colors blended really well from this palette, and yeah, overall I'm really happy with it, and I'm gonna be creating more looks from this palette. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you learned something from it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!